this year is just flying by. I cannot believe we are already in August. I had such a great reading month in July, and I really hope that I am able to kind of keep my motivation going into August. The first book on my list for August is, of course, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne, and John Tiffany. I have no idea what this book is about, and only because I really don't want to be spoiled. Being spoiled for Harry Potter to me would just be like earth-shattering. So when I learned that a pretty much 8th Harry Potter book was coming out at the end of July 31st, of course I pre-ordered it and I'm waiting for my book to come into the mail, but I also just pretty much like kept away from any Harry Potter related media because I don't want to accidentally get spoiled, and I really want to go into it blind because I have no idea what this book could be about. I mean, I have a theory, but I did not read the synopsis and I really don't want to know. I think it would just be so much fun just to go into it with like no expectations. Well, obviously my expectations are really high because it's Harry Potter, but as far as the actual plot, I want to go in with no expectations. The next book on my TBR for August is Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. This is the third and final book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and I am currently 64 pages in. So far I am really enjoying it. We're pretty much just picking up where we left off, which is great. Since this is the third book in the series, I'm not gonna say anything about it except that you should read it. Next on my TBR is Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the third book in the Raven Cycle Quartet. I really like how the Dream Thieves ended. I like where the story is going. I'm hoping that I can get through Blue Lily Lily Blue a lot quicker than I did through the Dream Thieves because that took me months. I also really want to read The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. This is the prequel novellas to the Throne of Glass series, and to be honest, I've actually never read a novella or a prequel before, I don't think, and if I have, nothing's really standing out at me. Like, I never read 4 with the Divergent. I never read like any of the Short Life of Bree Tanner with the Twilight Saga, so it's gonna be one of my first prequel novellas to read, and I'm really excited. This is becoming one of my favorite series, and I really want to learn more about how Selena became, you know, who she is and how she became an assassin, and I want to learn more about the people in her life as she was training, and, you know, Sam. We hear so much about Sam, and I really want to learn about Sam, but I'm sad because I know what happens. The next book on my TBR is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Again, I really enjoyed A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this is the second book in the series, but I am loving Throne of Glass a little bit more. But, you know, I've only read one book in this series. If it's anything like the way Throne of Glass is progressing, I think this series could be amazing. I'm usually not one for fae, like creatures, but this is changing my opinion. I've started a little bit of it. I'm already about, I want to say maybe the second chapter. And once again, we're just kind of just like picking up where we left off, and things are just moving along. In case I don't feel like picking up any of the books that I mentioned, except for Harry Potter, I would really like to pick up Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. This is the second book in the Diviners series. I didn't think I would like the Diviners, but I was really pleasantly surprised. I love the setting of New York in the 1920s. I loved the way they spoke, their mannerisms, the way they dressed, the nightlife. It was a lot more fun and entertaining than I thought it would be. So I'm really excited to see where this story is going and dive more into the life of, you know, the Diviners. I gave myself a pretty hefty August TBR, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read that much anyways because the Olympics are this month and I'm gonna be glued to my TV any spare moment. So I'm going to try and get to as many books as I can on my TBR, but it looks grim because of the Olympics, but that's okay. I can read in September. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let me know the books that you are planning on reading in August. Let me know if you have read any of the ones that I am wanting to read and kind of what you thought about them. And I will see you next time with another video. Bye!